It's locked, all right. The Ascalon Club, the heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected. Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
I'm afraid the newspapers are seriously underestimating the situation. Things are critical, believe me.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir.
Do you need medical help?
You would save my life.
Don't worry.
I cannot...
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died.
London's Lone Gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell. Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by. My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother...
I understand she also taught you, huh? What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like her...
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not?
You won't trick me twice, young lady.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never...
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism from...
Even if that's partly true.
I suppose...
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman?
Actually, yes.
Well, if you must know, I campaign...
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the...
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh.
How are the locals react?
People here can't wait for a wall to be...
Explosive?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires.
Let me guess. You spoke...
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have...
Do you need my medical...
I am fine.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
Good evening, Miss Ashby.
And good e...
What are you doing out here?
You mean what...
Actually...
Well, if you...
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10...
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor.
What exactly has your mother told you about me? Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the...
Yes, you should. I killed my own sister because of the hunger. There comes a time when a mortal is only seen as blood by a vampire. Whatever the bonds between them.
You can't be Wait.
Glad you found it amusing.
I will, Dr. Reed.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret?
Of course not.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite busy these last few nights.
Any strangers come into your house?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny.
Don't... Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. So many things have happened.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not...
When did you escape the war?
You know what's funny?
I know what you mean.
Of course. Yep.
What is this new...
I saw terrible things during them.
Do you need medical assistance?
It's a little late for visit...
I will see... You need some rest.
Please, sir, whether you need to buy something or not, I am happy to help.
The equality between men and women.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs. Welcome to the Ascalon.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture. It's locked.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely.
My lord, do not
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty.
What do you mean?
I speak of this skull plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine.
We don't know for certain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly?
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk?
Well, no, I also...
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept,
Please ask.
what does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon...
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon...
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial...
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling.
Good
last
evening,
night,
Dr. Reed.
and I spotted it.
It's quite unsettling.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you...
Ah,
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson.
a withering London.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of tradition.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Absolutely not.
Money cannot solve every problem.
You're right.
What is...
Quarantine.
Complete isolation has proven...
I am glad you understand the...
Are you not mistaking...
Why do you care? Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Doctor.
That went well, did it?
You have the makings of a...
I was.
So why...
Straight to the point again, young...
I'm listening.
According to my spy,
You were spying on me.
not personally,
Who was Fergal?
Fergal Banshire was...
No, I mean, what was he?
No, he was a Volcod.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Would-
Of course not. Your victim...
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally.
Does it bother you that I consider him?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation?
Yes, I'm convinced the...
I would be glad to hear more.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic,
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants.
Skulls are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Skulls who run...
So,
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly.
and how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by
right to
an
vote
ancient
is only the
vampire.
first step.
Good evening.
And goody.
I'm investigating the sort...
A few days ago, I spotted a strange...
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the...
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite...
Good evening, Doctor.
I'm investigating...
Not really.
Thank you.
They have a house in...
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure...
Don't let any strangers come into your house. Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Yes, sir?
I'm currently investigating...
Not really.
The McPhersons.
I think it's a rich house.
Thank you, Avery. We'll talk later.
You're... Oh, sir. What a terrible... Yes.
Thank you, Avery.
Your bedroom is... Who could have done such an evil thing? Poor Miss Reed.
It's locked. I remember Sunday walks in the park. Good evening, old chap.
I won't...
I'm investigating...
Infection is everywhere.
Yes? What about the molecular...
Not enough noise for a bit...
You need some rep.
We can deal with this, vermin. Fuck his fast!
Give me your blood!
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
This one's mine! See them fancy clothes?
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
We cannot be... That leech is fire! Die, vermin!
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage. He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah! Ah!
part of the mutation. Could it be a new step? So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school. It's locked, all right.
cheating. Liar, coward, you brought this on us.
You infected the whole family! I said I wanted to leave the house!
What, leave me alone with them while you go back to your hole? Fucking convenient.
She tricked me! I love you!
Fucking pathetic pig!
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher. Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.